Our next story is about Argentina. The country has seen a massive economic turnaround. After almost a year, Argentina has exited a recession. Their GDP rose by 3.9% in the last quarter, the July to September quarter. This is the first time in about a year that they've seen growth, the first time since the recession began. Do you know what else happened about a year ago? Javier Milei became the president of Argentina. He assumed office on December 10, 2023. He came to power promising radical reform. He promised to take a chainsaw to the government, cut jobs, regulations and excess spending. Milei actually campaigned with a real chainsaw to drive the point home, and it won him the election. But Milei was written off when he took office. He was seen as too radical, too chaotic. But now it seems that his plan is working. He announced the end of the recession a week ago, on the first anniversary of his presidency. Take a look.
Today, with pride and hope, I can tell you that we have passed the test of fire. We are leaving the desert. The recession is over, and the country has finally begun to grow. Thank you for trusting this government.
Before Milei took over, Argentina was in a doom spiral. Annual inflation was almost 200%. Milei has been chipping away at this too. Inflation is still ridiculously high in this country at about 166%, but last month it grew by just 2.4%. That's the lowest in over 4 years. Before he was sworn in, prices were rising by almost 13% every single month. 13%. So 2.4% is a massive improvement. Now combine this with Argentina coming out of recession. And Milei seems to have achieved the impossible. He says it's all because of his chainsaw.
We reduced the number of ministries from 18 to 8. We eliminated nearly 100 secretariats and undersecretaries. We closed more than 200 areas that had duplicate or obsolete functions. We froze the salaries of high-ranking officials from January until now. We fired 34,000 public employees and are testing the qualifications of the others.
Basically, he made Argentina's government more efficient by cutting away excess jobs. Does that concept sound familiar? It should, at least to the people of the US, because that's exactly what Donald Trump is gearing up to do. He is bringing in DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. It will be led by Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy. Both men admire Javier Milei's approach. Ramaswamy even said that he wants, and I'm quoting, Milei-style cuts on steroids. And Trump himself has praised Javier Milei. He's also invited the Argentinian president to his inauguration. So both Milei and Mileinomics are about to come to the US. But that's not all. He's found fans in Vietnam too. This country has a communist government. They too are planning to cut ministries to reduce red tape. So by the looks of it, Mileinomics is here to stay. It might radically transform governments around the world and fix ingrained economic issues. But despite its success in Argentina, it also has a dark side. The economic turnaround has come at a price.
My in-laws are retired and the truth is that they are not having a very good time. My partner helps them. We live together and it's difficult. The rent has gone up again. Yes, it's complicated.
Milei cut spending on a lot of social services. He eliminated subsidies on public transport, heating, groceries. He also got rid of price controls. So while inflation has fallen, some basic costs have risen sharply. And this has pushed 5 million Argentinians into poverty. When Milei took over, 40% of the people were in poverty. In 6 months, that figure rose to 53%. But the president says things will get better. He's been saying this since he took charge.
While we will have to endure a period of hardship, we will get through. There is no night that has not been defeated by the day.
The dawn seems to be breaking. The recession has ended. Inflation is down and there is hope in the Argentinian economy again. But is this economy working for everyone? Are the people pushed into poverty willing to give Milei more time? He has midterm elections coming up next year, and that will give us an answer. We'll see if people really support Mileinomics or if the pill proves to be too bitter to swallow.